Two.
Now, let's get into the growing of drugs in rural areas.
Okay, well, California does grow the most marijuana out of the 50 states.
Basically, marijuana can be grown anywhere, including indoor facilities.
How is that?
You see, marijuana growers can grow in dense forests, but they can also grow indoors. See, by using fluorescent lights, ventilation, heating lamps, and salt-free sand, they can grow any type of drug crop that they want to. So, what about methamphetamine?
Well, as you said earlier, you can use common household items such as antifreeze, battery acid, and cold medicine, which you can buy at Walmart for very cheap.
Well, here's a story on how making meth and leaving it out can harm someone.
Well, Melanie sends us this. Welfare money was not enough to pay for our meth habit and support our son, so we turned our rented home into a meth lab. We stored the toxic chemicals in our refrigerator, not knowing that the toxins would permeate the other food in the icebox, Melanie tells us. She goes on to say,
When I gave my 3-year-old son some cheese seed, I did not know that I was giving him poisoned food. I was too stoned on meth to notice, until 12 hours later, that my son was deathly ill. But then I was so stoned that it took me 2 hours to get to the nearest hospital that was only 5 miles away. By the time I got to the emergency room, my boy was pronounced dead of lethal doses of ammonia hydroxide, one of the chemicals used to make meth. A terrible story.
it truly is.
Well, on that sad note, here is our final topic, combining medications that are prescription over-the-counter medicine.
Yes, here are the 5 most medicational drugs that our people, and especially teens, abuse. Dextromethorphan, found in Robitussin and NyQuil. Pain relievers, such as ibuprofen. Caffeine pills, like No-Dose. Diet pills, but only take effect in large doses. And finally, this might sound weird, but sexual performance drugs, when combined with alcohol, can cause heart problems and are abused by teens.
Wow, that's a problem since you don't need a prescription to obtain these.
True. Indeed it is. Well, that's all the time we have.
I believe we are, and those are how illegal drugs get into America.
Through mixing over-the-counter medications,
To importing drugs to other countries.
growing in rural areas in these United States.
We hope you've learned a lot, and you be careful. Do not do drugs.
From KHN Studios, I'm Luke Cavano.
And I'm AJR.